So, imagine spending weeks writing this critical policy brief for the Capitol, right? You finally hit publish on your brand new professional site. You send the link out to your team.
And you immediately get slapped with that giant red access denied screen.
Exactly. You are completely locked out by your own IT department. Well, welcome to this deep dive. Today, we're looking at a survival guide by Aries Chan for navigating this exact highly frustrating scenario.
Yeah, it is a scenario that literally stops so many professionals right in their tracks. I mean, you launch a great tool and suddenly you're fighting an algorithm.
Right, the dreaded newly created website flag, which honestly, my first thought is usually great. IT is actively trying to block my ideas. But our mission today is mastering what Chan calls the infrastructure to impact pivot. How to strategically outmaneuver these legacy IT barriers because they aren't actually targeting you specifically.
No, not at all. It is a purely mechanical hurdle. It's definitely not a personal insult.
Right. They're just protecting massive government networks from real cyber threats.
Precisely. Enterprise firewalls, they use these automated vendors to categorize literally the entire internet. So when you register a new domain, it just has no categorization history.
So by default, the system just assumes it's a massive risk to the network. It's like essentially a robotic club bouncer.
Yeah, that's the perfect analogy.
Like it's not critiquing your outfit or, the value of your work. It just hasn't seen your ID enough times yet. And since it's a robot, you can't exactly argue with it.
You really can't. I mean, you either wait around for the automated system to update its VIP list, or you act strategically to speed up that categorization. In fact, hitting this block simply proves your digital footprint is expanding faster than the automated whitelist.
Okay, so how do we actually speed that up? Chan talks about reframing the asset.
Yes, exactly.
Like stop calling it a personal blog and start calling it a distributed knowledge base or a professional repository. But I really have to push back here. Isn't that just plain semantics? A robot bouncer doesn't care if I call my Toyota a Ferrari.
Well, the automated bouncer doesn't care, sure. But the human IT administrator who reviews those blocked traffic logs absolutely does.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, if you work in a structured environment like the Sangunyang Panlalogan, for example, this narrative shift is crucial for intellectual legitimacy.
Because you aren't just asking for access to some casual personal hobby site.
Exactly. You are presenting an essential modernization resource. It completely changes the risk profile in the eyes of the human reviewer.
Ah, I see. It frames the site as a real asset to the institution, rather than like a potential distraction. But you still have to deal with the actual algorithm, right?
You do. And to get past that automated gatekeeping, you have to use the blocked time to build your site's trust rank.
Trust rank. Okay, how?
You do this by heavily linking out to official legislative resources and established professional networks.
Wait, hold on. How does linking out help me get back in? I thought firewalls blocked incoming traffic.
Well, legacy firewalls rely on web crawlers to figure out what a site is even about. By surrounding your content with outbound links to verifiable government or educational sources.
You're basically giving those automated crawlers the context clues they need.
Yes, exactly. They scan your site and categorize it as government or educational rather than unknown or suspicious.
Wow.
And that categorization is what ultimately gets you off the blacklist.
That makes total sense. You're basically teaching the machine how to label you. But what do you do in the meantime? Just twiddle your thumbs while the crawlers do their job?
No, definitely not. That brings us to what Chan calls the documentation pivot. You just bypass the digital club entirely.
Oh, by distributing offline versions of your briefs to the team.
Right, a PDF, a printed memo. You demonstrate agility. You keep the work moving.
So you just go old school. But, I mean, if I'm successfully distributing the work offline, doesn't that sort of defeat the purpose of having the website at all?
Not if you use the offline materials as a teaser.
A teaser.
Yeah, you solve the immediate problem offline, but you make your digital platform the absolute only place to find the complete workflow solution, or, the larger data set.
Oh, that is so smart. Make your work completely indispensable to the administrative infrastructure.
Exactly. And when you do that, the institution simply has to adapt. They will literally manually whitelist your site because the team is demanding access to your answers.
You make yourself so important that the club's owner actually comes outside to get you in. That completely flips the power dynamic.
It really does. Persistence signals leadership. Navigating these technical hurdles isn't a distraction from your job. It's just a modern Bitman line.
Right, professional initiative will basically always outpace slow-moving, large-scale IT policies. So the next time you hit that digital brick wall, remember, it is just a mechanical reflex. It's not a rejection.
Couldn't have said it better.
And it actually leaves you with something super interesting to think about. If friction builds muscle, could these really frustrating legacy IT roadblocks actually be the exact resistance training you need? Like the exact training to become an unstoppable, highly persuasive leader in your field. Maybe that robotic bouncer isn't keeping you out. Maybe it's just forcing you to figure out how to own the club.